Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Michael King back again with another video. So today I'm going to analyze the GBPUSD and I'm going to do a top-down analysis. I will start all the way from the monthly time frame all the way down to the 1 hour time frame. So now looking at the GBPUSD on the monthly time frame, what you can see is an obvious downtrend. We have a series of lower low and lower high. So the fact that we have lower highs and lower low are the criteria for what makes this market a bearish market. That is, its overall price is heading lower. That is on the monthly time frame. So it means having the bias that what we are having right now is a bearish market. We have a clear understanding of okay, how do we think price might want to play along with this overall downtrend based on the lower time frames. Now that being said, if you look at price right now, let me zoom the chart a little bit. Perfect. Now if you look at the chart right now, you can see that what we have for the past 2 months was just like a little movement. We haven't seen all this kind of aggressive move maybe to the downside. You can see this bearish candle, you can see this pin bar, you can see a bullish candle here. Price has just been consolidating a little bit. So now when we are having something like this, we could have some kind of expansion either to the upside or to the downside. But that being said, I'm going to give you guys my own bias of what I expect price to do moving forward on GBPUSD. So first of all, to the downside, if price wants to head lower, all we have here is a fair value gap. Then if price wants to head higher, we also have what a fair value gap right here and an order block right here. But looking at what price is doing currently, there might be a possibility of price heading to this point first before it might want to head to this area here. But for me to give you guys an understanding of the possibility of price heading to this point or to this point, there will be some criteria, there will be some things that will validate if price wants to head lower or if price wants to head higher. And we'll be able to see this clearly by the time we move to the daily time frame. But for now, what I want to do right now is I want to just mark this area, this fair value gap right here. I need to mark it out. Then I'll also mark the lower area of the fair value gap. It's at 1.25001. Then we also have the lower fair value gap right here, and let me get the right figure for it. It is at 1.23375. That is for the downside on the monthly time frame. This is my main concern right now. Then for the upside, I'm looking at this fair value gap right here. If you observe closely, you realize that price haven't traded to the fair value gap yet. So I'm just going to draw it out right now. It's the lower line of the fair value gap is at 1.316666. That is for the lower area. Then for the higher area is at 1.32731. So that being said, another possibility or another thing to look out for if I want to head higher is other block that we have right here. So it means we have a kind of two confluence. We have a fair value gap and we have an other block. So it simply means that at some period in time, we want to see price draw to this area. Might not be this month, might not be next month, but at least at some point in time, want to see price get to this area right here. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to draw the other block right here. I'm going to draw a line on it. And when I want to measure other block, most times I don't look at the wick, I look at the body of the other block. So this wick are just noise to me. It's my own opinion. Yeah, other people can look at the wick and it works for them, but for me, I look at the body of the candle when I'm cutting other block, not the wick. So as you can see, I've drew a line from the wick. So let me make the line a little bit straight. Let me extend the line a little bit first. Extend a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to change the color and make the line straight. Maybe I'll use the color red just to make a difference between the fair value gap lines and the other block. So the other block is at 1.32. Looking at the body, 1.32973. Alright, inserted that. Now we are done with the monthly time frame. We've marked out a possible area that could draw price lower and also a possible area that can draw price higher. Now you might be wondering, why am I having two options? Like most people usually have, okay, I feel price wants to head lower or I feel price wants to head higher. It's kind of okay, one way direction. I've learned over the years to be very flexible as a forex trader. That is, I'm not the owner of the market. At the same time, I'm not the wisest person when it comes to the forex market. So instead, I tend to look at what the possibilities that price tend to do. So it means this is a scenario one and also a possible scenario two. So if price head to this low right here, I have what I'm going to do. If price decides to leave this and head for this high right here, I also have an idea of what I am to do, right? So if price should head to this area right here, what are we going to do? I'm going to go to a lower time frame now. And also, you might be wondering, what would be a kind of criteria to look out for to see, okay, fine, it's like if I want to head to this low right here. I will also educate you guys on that. But that being said, let's look at the weekly time frame to see if there's some things that is around there that we cannot find on the monthly time frame. So now this is the weekly time frame right here, and if you look closely, what do we have right here? We have what? An order block. So we're going to mark it out. Still using the color red, we're going to mark out the order block. So the fact that we have a fair value gap on the monthly time frame and we also have an order block on the weekly time frame shows that we also have a possibility of price drawing down to this area right here. So it means this area might be where price might want to fall towards, then it might be an area to push price higher to continue the move to the fair value gap and order block that is right here. But what I want you to understand is that always have that at the back of your mind that what we're having overall is a bearish market. So it means even if I want to start heading high to this point right here, all we are seeing from this point all the way to this point right here, just like an retracement, you understand, is not a kind of bullish market overall on mid time frame, just a retracement. Because if you look closely, let me quickly this out a little bit, you can see that what we are having is lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low right here, lower high, then lower low. So it means overall is a bearish market. So you have to have that at the back of your mind. And what we're trying to look at here is just a kind of retracement. You understand? Price just trying to retrace a little bit. Then maybe if price get to this area right here, then price might want to continue the move to what? To the downside. So now, looking at this right now, just like a temporary kind of bullish market on the lower time frames like the weekly, the daily. That is price heading from this point, maybe when price falls to this point, price heading all the way high to this point right here might just be like a kind of short-term uptrend, you understand? So when price get to this point right here, we might start seeing price heading lower to the downside. So looking at the weekly time frame, we have what we call a order block right here. So it means we have if I look at the monthly time frame and order block on the weekly time frame. So it's like two areas of confluence looking at the weekly time frame right now. So there's a possibility of price heading to this area right here, and I'm going to tell you guys what you look out for. Last week was a bearish candle, as you can see, massive sell. The week before that, also a bearish candle, massive sell. So it means the possibility of price finally heading to this low right here after taking out this high right here. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to look at the daily time frame. This is the time frame right now, and I'm going to tell you what you should look out for, the criteria to show that okay, price want to head to this area right here. Now what is the criteria? First of all, let me start all the way from this point right here. You can see that price headed low, went high, came down here, went high, then broke this low, meaning that from this area right here we had a kind of downtrend, and this one we're having this downtrend was because of I did back test and I realized this one we're having a possible downtrend. It could be because of the fact that I was trying to get this other block right here. Let me zoom it a little bit. So this other block what I'm talking about, remember what I said, I used to look at the body of an order block. So this is the body right here, as you can see. When price pierced into it, what do you see? Price started what? Heading higher. So what I'm trying to point out here is that if this is an uptrend, it means I want to see price keep going higher. And this was the beginning of the move that broke this previous high right here. This beginning right here this is the beginning of the move. So it means if price started falling and break this low right here. So let me let me do this first, and I need to draw a line. I used to use the color blue to know the low I'm looking out for. So it's at 1.25181. So the moment price break this low right here, it means automatically this idea of this being an uptrend is invalid, and price is making a move to this area. So now when price fall, who knows, because it's possible that this week we might have a crazy move, a kind of series of sales. So the possibility of price getting to this area right here. So once price gets to this area, what we want to see prices do is that we want to see price get to this red line first, because if price gets a fair look up, it might start going all the way down to this red line right here. So if price gets to this point right here, it's possible that you might start seeing the kind of a reversal candle all the way to the upside. But most preferably, since this is a weekly order block, I will advise you to look for a reversal move on the 4-hour time frame. Understand? That is, on the 4-hour time frame, you want to see price head to this area right here in the 4-hour time frame. Let me decode the chart a little bit. So you want to see price head to this area right here in the 4-hour time frame. Then a break of structure will mean that this area is likely to push price higher. Now, why I'm saying that you must see a break of structure on the 4-hour time frame, because of the fact that I want to give you guys a tip right now. When you're looking at, let's say, when you're looking at the 4-hour order block, look for a break of structure in the 15 minutes time frame. When you're looking at the daily order block, look for a break of structure on the 1-hour time frame. When you're looking at, let's say, the weekly time frame order block, look for a break of structure on the 4-hour time frame. When you're looking at a order block on the monthly time frame, look for a break of structure on the daily time frame. I'm giving you guys this tip. You can do your back testing and see that, okay, fine, it works to some extent. So the fact that we're looking at this order block right here, my concern is not this fair look gap, because I see this fair look gap as just like an area that might drop price. But when price have been drawn to that area, what should I look out for within that range? Is this order block right here? That's my main concern. So I want to see price get to this red line first, then a break of structure on the 4-hour time frame, then look for your strategy and apply it, and you can start seeing price heading to the upside. But if price head to this red line and just keep heading lower, then it simply means that all what I've said so far is price is not moving in line with that. And one thing I know about price is that price can't just keep falling all the way down. There must be a kind of adjustment, a retracement or a consolidation. So moving on to this week, what I want to see price do on the 1-hour time frame is, this is the 1-hour time frame right now. Or let me first start with the 4-hour time frame. Now, if you look at how price have been doing, price have been making this move right here all the way down to this point here. We broke this low, which makes what we have here a downtrend, right? A kind of current downtrend, and we have an idea of where price is heading to. Price is simply heading to that other block on the weekly time frame. There's a possibility. I said that this blue line will validate the bias. So price have been heading lower, as you can see, and price get to this point right here, to get to this other block here, then it fell down lower. So we're having this lower low and lower high. But on the 1-hour time frame, if you look carefully, I'm going to tell you what you should expect. You might want to see price trade all the way high to this point right here. I don't expect price to trade higher than this area right here. If we're looking at a bearish market to that weekly order block, I don't want to see price head higher than this. I want to see this as a form of inducements, a kind of area to manipulate traders. So we might want to sell here, but who knows, price might break this point right here and head high to this area right here. What will make this a valid area is if price can trade lower. So this area will just be like some form of manipulation for people to think that they are going to sell right here, and price might just pierce through it, head to this area right here and head lower. So my overall bias for this week is to summarize what I've said so far. A move below this blue line simply means that we are having a move all the way down to this other block. And also, let me zoom this area right here. A move above this area, because remember I told you, I said I don't see price head above this area. I'll go back to one more time so that you see what I'm talking about. A move above that area simply means that price wants to continue the uptrend without even, if price did not head to this blue line and just kind of reverse and start heading higher and it goes above this blue line, simply means that the idea of price heading to this red line, this other block right here, is invalid, and price is just heading higher for the, if you look at another block that we have above the current price, that is this area right here, So now that being said, coming back to the 1 hour time frame, this is the area I'm talking about. As you can see, I said I don't see price head higher than this area right here. So if price head higher than this area, simply means that price is not heading for the weekly order block now. Instead, it's heading higher for the monthly favor lookup and the monthly order block. So that being said, that is all for this video. If you do enjoy, hit that like button, share to your friends, drop a comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.